What didn't you notice about yourself until someone told you? I'm condescending when I speak to new people. That means I talk down to them. I see what you did there, and I love it. I'm super attracted to women who have distinctive, usually large, noses. I was damn near 30 before I became aware of this preference. My buddy and I were talking about this gal we'd recently met and I said, she's crazy sexy, even for a blonde. I have no idea why. For whatever reasons, I'm almost never attracted to blondes. And he goes up, it's her nose. Dipshit. You're always hot for girls with peculiar noses. I scoffed because it sounded ridiculous. Who the fuck was he to tell me what I found attractive? Then he started naming off every single girlfriend and crush I've had since junior high. Sure enough, he was absolutely right. Blew my fucking mind. That I'm not as laid back as I thought I was or at all. Turns out I'm about as tightly wound as they come and I didn't realize till I described myself as laid back and someone laughed. I always knew I was a self-conscious person. As a kid I got made fun of a lot for being clumsy and awkward, and as a result I guess I became more cautious and deliberate in my movements, without really being aware of it. I really didn't realize it until, in my early 20s, a good friend told me you always move as if you think people are watching you. When you feel like people are watching you and your walk switches from automatic to manual. My body language is that of a homosexual. I say I don't know and apologize a lot. I had a speech impediment. From preschool to halfway through 5th grade I went to a Catholic school. Halfway through 5th grade I transferred to a public school much closer to home. Within a week of getting there they put me in a speech therapy thing. I was extremely confused by this because up till then nobody had ever fucking told me I was saying my R's wrong. I move my hands a lot when I try to explain something. Someone had to tell you that you're Italian? Mom told me 2 weeks ago, at the age of 32, that I have a lazy eye. I walk with the body language and facial expression like I'm going to beat the shit out of somebody. I think this is how I got my 100% unearned, scary badass reputation when I was younger. My parents were both pretty angry people and I think that rubbed off on my personality. I also hit a massive growth spurt when I was around 16 and got into lifting weights. On top of that, I apparently carried myself in a threatening manner. Eventually, I heard it enough times that I started playing into it a bit and found it to be an easy defense mechanism for my insecurities. Meanwhile, on the inside, I was a quiet nerd that would rather play Final Fantasy all weekend and had only been in one fist fight in my life, which I lost. I quietly say achoo to myself after I sneeze. Everything you say reminds me of something else and I will tell you of what even if you don't want/have time for it. I smile a lot. I unconsciously started doing it so people would stop asking if I was okay. Apparently I am very quiet when I walk. I didn't know. I thought that was just normal. I find noisy shoes and rustling clothes annoying. That I complete sentences as soon as someone goes or ah. 2 people pointed it out to me. I impressed one and annoyed the other. I talk over people and cut them off. I never even knew it was a thing until I was like 22. I grew up in shitty neighborhood. Everyone just talked over each other. I started dating a girl from a nice area and all her friends didn't like me because I never waited for my turn to speak. I had never even heard of such a concept before. That 8 out of 10 I look downright unapproachable, and the look I give when I thought I was being sympathetic or friendly actually looked incredulous and upset. But I've since changed and have to make a conscious effort to look friendly and neutral. I have much more friends now. Oh, something very recent. There's this half-hearted smile I give when I'm in a hurry and see people I know. Turns out it looks like a dead-eyed frowny stare. That I look like I'm wearing mascara all the time. I'm a guy who has never worn makeup. Apparently I sleep with my eyes just a little bit open. Not a huge amount, but far enough that if I'm awake with my eyes open that far, I can actually sort of see. Not well, mind you, but still. My dog does this. I even pointed it out to him. Wait, are you? When I can't find something or words to say I bring my elbows into my side or raise my hands to my chest kind of like a T-Rex. Didn't realize I looked like a fucking idiot until someone pointed it out to me. Edit. I also may or may not make a sound similar to a dinosaur. Edit 2. Make a sound similar to a dinosaur isn't like a full-on roar, it's more of like a low growl because I'm annoyed I can't find something. I know you all do it. That I become extremely awkward when in a place where I don't feel I belong. I was spending the day with a close female friend. I'm a guy, and she realized that she needed to get something from a high-end cosmetics store that we were walking past. Since I was with her, I went in too. Later, she told me that she had never seen someone exhibit such awkward body language as I did in that shop. Extremely stiff and guarded. She called it an atmosphere of awkwardness. I have since been told this a few times by a few people in similar situations, which leads me to believe that I must be unconsciously experiencing a really strong imposter syndrome of sorts. This is all pretty strange to me, as I never notice it myself, and am generally a confident person. My lips make a kissing face when I sleep, like, slightly puckered and ready for a kiss kinda thing. I am a dude. I find this really weird, but unlike a lot of others in this thread, I can't just simply work on it because, well, you know, not having any control over what I do while I'm sleeping. Ask your friend to sit on your lips to flatten them up. That I have a naturally miserable expression. Cheer up, mate. It might never happen. Haha, this is my face. I'm a know-it-all. Apparently people don't like being corrected when they say something wrong. I assumed that because I liked when people correct me, everyone else would. People keep telling me I'm stubborn, and I have to keep insisting I'm not. I walk funny.